it's Jonathan, and welcome to the second part of my mini-series on the Pacific Southwest Touring Museum in Campo. Today, we'll be wrapping up my mini-series on the PSRM by visiting the museum building there, and then the art located next to it. The museum building features many artifacts from railroad history, from displays as small as signal lights to those as large as steam locomotives. The art next to it features even more railroad history in the form of various locomotives and railroad cars that were built as early as 1865 and as late as the 1950s, some of which are awaiting restoration. In this video we'll be seeing all of these railroad history displays as well as the PSRM's Golden State twice. Now, let's begin with this video. Welcome to the museum. A caboose, Southern Pacific 2353, signal signs, and Buckdale, Sandow, and Southern. Apparently, Elvis Presley filmed the film there. It's good. A baggage compartment, 8 person section for blacks, 22 for whites. Separate was not equal. Very true. And here we see a luxury section, historically for just white. Ooh, but difference here between the for colored section and the for white section.
So, like stuff like this, you can take pictures or film slow and people can read them themselves, you know? Lucky to help. Apparently, it's like Civil War.
Trains and the movies have gone together since the very beginning. Starting with the 1908 movie, The Great Train Robbery. This love affair continues today. There are movies about building trains, robbing trains, riding trains, working on trains. Trains have been in the background, or trains have been the stars, like the 1973 Emperor of the North Pole, 1976 Silver Streak, or the 2013 The Lone Ranger. Of course, there's the 2004 kids' favorite, the Polar Express. The car you are currently sitting inside was built in 1886 and is a movie star in its own right. From 1945 to 1972, it was owned by 20th Century Fox and was used in many films. We present clips from 2 blockbuster movies featuring this car. Love Me Tender is a 1956 motion picture starring Elvis Presley in his acting debut. Then there's The True Story of Jesse James, a 1957 film starring Robert Wagner as Jesse James. Look for this car in these clips and continue to enjoy trains in the movie.
Is that belly ring?
There's clips from the movie that this train is in.
This very train car. True Story of Jesse James.
Are they going to show the movie?
Just the clip. Oh God, to see flippers.
This car was in this train. Shall I move to the next car? Heavyweight Railway Post Office. This carried mail for a long time. Still carries mail.
Or the address out, and everybody, as we're still working, somebody will try to figure it out. And so this was addressed to Mr. Hot Dog, Washington, D.C.
Purchased positions enclosed.
Yeah, how old that
Stop
is.
Bush secrecy.
This mail's older than your grandpa.
And so finally, before
1946.
Doesn't seem right though, because typed and got computer codes. Something strange is happening there.
1940s mail in the modern day.
Thing.
Oh, I think. Do we read this at home?
Yeah. On the way home.
Some film. Road crossing outside.
This old mail, 1956. That looks old.
Legitimately old. For Dr. Peter Miller, MD.
Weird, huh?
In Tokyo, Texas.
1977, that was the last train that ever rode, the working mail train that ever rode the rails. It was a glorious affair, full of tears and all like that. But I think if the trains were running today, I would still
May I
be
take
on
a
there.
picture?
I'm sure some of the other, because we were very dedicated. We loved that job.
On the Amtrak.
That was the
No,
last one.
Amtrak. ATSF 74.
Did you take it? Can I stop smiling?
Yes. Now, let's see what else there is to offer.
Yeah.
Over here on the outside of ATSF 74, we see signal lights and a big Mall Road Museum here. With buttons. Buttons to move the trains, I assume. And here's the outside of the East 74 from right next to it. Let's see what else there is to look at. 2353. Push button to change the signal. Stop, clear, highball, and approach to. And approach prepared to stop. Push button to change signal. What button? It says push button to change the signal. I don't see a button.
Me either.
Maybe
I was
you need
like
your belly
doing
button.
this. Oh,
Hey!
I think these are technology from the.
yeah, I don't think there's really.
What about this button?
Okay.
That's not a button. It's
Oh.
a hole.
Something happened. Wow, that is big steamy.
Yeah, it's the Southern Pacific 2353. 4, 6, so 460. 10-wheeler. Designed for passenger service and heavy freight. Old SDAE / Southern Pacific locomotive, which you can read about here. You were just reading about the 460.
Yeah, 460. Because it's got 0 wheels where?
Zero here, 0 wheels here.
I see, alright.
Picture taken. Oh! I keep hearing this road crossing. Oh, just on this segment, the African American Road Heritage.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day. Let us march on till victory. Let us march on till victory. We will march on till victory. We will march on till victory. March on for freedom.
The African American Road Heritage.
March on for truth. March on. Let us march on till victory.
I want to get a picture of you standing in front of this big stadium.
Drag. I'll just pan over these real quick. Later, aboard the SDNA 50, the Carrico Gorge. Over here, we're in the Carrico Gorge. The bathroom of the Carrico Gorge.
Tiny little sink. Oh my god, it's the cutest.
To think, Spreckles, the owner of this railway, used to be here.
A little shower. Oh my god, it's so cute.
And these are lights, I believe. A closet. Spreckles' closet. And
It's a little double room. So neat.
this is a bedroom with a toilet.
Yeah, it's a little studio.
And a
studio apartment.
bit about the Western Pacific.
Hole up here in Zombie Packer.
Little dining room. Oh my stars.
Yeah.
A railroad executive used to dine here.
Little shower. Oh, a little pantry. kitchen was.
Donuts, grab one.
Donuts, though, not branded. Spreckles his own sugar brand. He can make his own sugar.
Oh my god, it's so neat.
Another bathroom bedroom. Very interesting history here.
Where everything's just like super compact. There's a little tiny kitchen. Oh my god. Wood stove.
Ben Hur,
Oh,
turmeric.
it'd be so hot in there. Cooking it up. Cooking it up for the fancy folks.
It's sleeper, coach, and diner.
Oh, that was really neat. I like that. Alright, be careful. Watch your step.
Now Santa Fe 1413, I believe. That looks like a
Run the caboose. 1923.
first caboose I've ever ridden.
It's so cute. Little stove. Relax and comfort.
Huh, this is a relatively modern caboose here. This is a modern calendar. Union Pacific Road, August 1983. See it?
Yeah, the train's all
Ironically, Santa Fe and Union Pacific were competitors. A cubby? Oh, there's the famous cupola that United Cabooses or caboose for.
Oh yeah, the cupola.
How does one get up there, I wonder?
That was neat. I had no car.
Yeah.
Live in it and travel the rails.
Now, let's go off. No, spikes.
Step.
Here it comes. Press it again. Quite a display here.
Look at this. Chuck Payne Boneyard.
The rolling stock.
There's some stuff. That's like a fire truck.
Oh,
Take pictures of it.
Beautiful building.
is that? I trusted that's not the museum.
Yes, sir.
Their car.
Oh, I wish this was mine.
A big old chest.
If we ever went on a yacht, that's what we would bring.
Yeah. I look at this fancy china.
What to say like
So cute. Fancy. California Zephyr.
Still operates. Still operates as an Amtrak train.
New stuff.
A fire truck on the rails. I think I may have seen a picture of a railroad fire truck before. This is the San Diego and Arizona Eastern Railway's fire truck. I may have seen pictures of this one before. Now here I am. SDAE MW 1003. And brochures, a picture, I believe it's Los Angeles Union Passenger Terminal, yes. A scale boxcar.
Here's the last flight between San Diego and Arizona Railway.
It's the Pacific Southwest Railway Museum's hand car. Oh, and why wouldn't you take a look at this?
Yeah, it's neato, huh?
It's an old motor car, also called a speeder. This actually replaced that as the maintenance. It's the E at the end is silent.
Velocipede silent E.
It's a velocipede.
Pumping yourself, going.
Birds built America. I'll take a big picture of this.
Why don't you go on the other side to get a big picture of it, huh?
Yeah. 10 miles of track laid in one day. Well, we have the history here. A railroad signal light.
The first refrigerated cars. This is how they did. Just filled up these little things full of ice.
That's a refrigerator.
Uh-huh. Called a reefer.
A reefer. Short. You could guess what it's short for.
Fridge.
Could I? Oh,
Sorry about that, babe.
lots of history here. And even more here. Think, driver, think. A Skull and Bones railroad crossing. That's gonna get some attention.
Up and down, I guess.
Here's an old San Diego and Arizona railway switcher.
Oh, I don't like it.
The switcher or the heat?
The heat.
In the railroading community, we call these little locomotives critters.
Oh, it does look like a cute little critter. Wow. Big stuff. Oh.
X114. This one needs a bit of work. Now I know what the orange thing I saw outside was. Heat. Wait, this locomotive says it's 16 over here, but 114 over there.
California Western.
How old is this locomotive?
Orby films. John.
Well,
Going forward or backward?
forward. E.J. Lavino and Company, Sheridan, Pennsylvania. Never heard of it. Old equipment. An old tank. An old locomotive here and black car of the Santa Fe. Where did this coach come from?
Vanderbilt Thunder. July 1901.
That's about 104 here. Here's another critter.
Yeah.
Think it weighs 44 or 45 tons.
Wow.
That is relatively light by railroading standards. Now I'm wondering, what is that car over there, I wonder?
Walk that way and go around. See it.
An old crane. Department of Defense, 39,106. This was once owned by the military.
Yeah, look at this weird thing. It's like a little weird tunnel thing.
Yeah. Southern Pacific, 61. Oh, Bish.
Built in 1953.
For Kaiser Steel's ore hauling desert road. Bay windows replaced traditional cupola. Also, Union Pacific passenger car over there in better shape than most of the other equipment.
Yeah, some trains are a little too far gone to be restored, I think. You know, it take too much money, but they don't want to throw it away.
I see. Southern Pacific something.
United States Army.
An old United States Army PSRM 38128. This is not ATSF 205993 MW. Rotary machine parts car. Let's see what's around here. Further down the track.
A lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Old rusty stuff.
Hey, that's a U.S. Army locomotive. That locomotive over there,
Yeah,
the red one.
I see it.
That one, that black one too. It's a military road switcher.
Ah.
MRS. Ooh, B. I think that's I think that locomotive over there of Southern Pacific is similar to the military road switcher. And here we see some interesting thing of the Santa Fe. Don't know what that is.
Maybe it's like
Loading?
a train for looking at working on trains or something.
Perhaps. United States Army 1820. With its brother in arms, the U.S. Army 1401. Just behind it is San Diego and Arizona 7285. Another critter.
Short little stubby engines, huh?
Yeah. Think the 1401 is a former Southern Pacific one, which makes it fitting that's coupled to a San Diego and Arizona one. An old motor car.
Are all of these engines?
That's an engine. That's an engine. That's an engine.
Yeah, wow. Different looks.
Not even sure what that is. That looks somewhat similar to this military road switcher here.
Watch your step.
An old caboose. Somebody's 13,936. I'd assume it's Santa Fe because of that Chief logo. GARX.
Garth.
Darks?
Look at that little black engine right there. Is that what that is? San Diego and Arizona?
Yeah, I mentioned it earlier.
Yeah, it's such a little shorty.
Another 44 tonner, I believe.
That's what that is too. Little shorty.
And a Union Pacific boxcar. This one's actually pretty similar to the 7285. It's US Navy 6500608.
Funny little engine.
I think behind here is an old locomotive from the East Coast, CSX, I believe. This one's a shorter version of that one.
Yeah.
Number 6, aka 350. Pacific Southwest Railway Museum crane. Here's number 350, the sibling of the cars we just rode in.
It's all gutted though.
That's why I'm suspecting.
Oh, this one that still has a nice stained glass window. Holy mackerel.
Santa Fe. This is an old Amtrak car here. Still in its old Phase 1 livery, I believe, from the 1970s. This car has had its last paint job in the 1970s.
Wow. There's an army-looking army one.
Yes. A troop sleeper from the Second World War.
Oh, wow. Do you want to go around and get a better picture of it?
Yeah. Snakes? Well, we don't have snakes here. Ah, that's what the thing is.
San Diego, Arizona.
Over there. San Diego and Arizona car 250. Another sister of the cars he rode in. Hey, I know that engine over there. It's SDAX 4004 of the former Southern Pacific Road. It's labeled SDAX because that's the museum's reporting marks, inherited from the San Diego and Arizona. They've got quite the collection here. And after that trooper sleeper, you could see another old Amtrak car, which I suspect hasn't been repainted since the 70s either. Another look at SDAX 4004. And some other locomotives. Including that, I don't think that's CSX over there. There's plenty to look at. Wait. Hold up. I just took another look at that car. I don't think it's Amtrak, but Pacific Railroad Society. Back in the 70s, Amtrak required that private cars operating on Amtrak wear Amtrak's paint scheme. This explains it. Want to pose for a picture? Later, back at the depot. And here's the train. We were just riding it an hour ago. Here it is. $3.73 off over there next to the caboose. We just rode it. The train is leaving. off for lunch. This has been quite an interesting day. In this video, we have been to the Pacific Southwest Railway Museum, where I've seen plenty of railroad history. I even got a new fan in the form of one of the people working at the gift shop. This has been quite an interesting day, from old Southern Pacific engines to Chicago commuter rail cars to Amtrak cars that they've never repainted. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like on it. If you enjoyed this entire channel, subscribe to it. And if you want to know when our next video will be coming out, click the bell button after you subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video.